Hey, it's Chief from Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. I got my co-host Scott from the Whiskey Show on channel.
That's right. I'm Scott. I'm the small, quiet one.
We are playing The Walking Dead from AMC. This is from the box set. I've got the map out, but we're not going to be on map because we are inside Atlanta. We are in the Truist building, which is the tall, almost like pyramid building. I'm Soldier, you're LEO. We were working with the National Guard, and we realized this is about to go bad. The Truist building, the 60th floor, is going to be our haven. Before we get into that, we wanted to explain characters. Could you name your character, give a little brief description, and then we'll give the skills that we've come up with?
Luke Richards here, based on myself, really. 50-year-old ex-law enforcement, retired.
Older than dirt.
Been on SWAT, been on the bomb squad, a lot of knowledge there. I like whiskey, I eat healthy, organic.
That's right. I'm going to give you a packet of bologna, and you won't want to eat it.
Nope. I've got good hygiene. I like to smell good, look good.
That should be tough in this world.
Looking good, feeling good.
Got it. Now, while off screen, we quickly came up with your attributes and your skills. Could you run through your 4 attributes real quick?
All right. So based on 4 categories here: strength, agility, wits, and empathy. Do you want me to go into the point breakdown here, or
just give the numbers?
Okay. Yep. 3 points in strength, 2 points in agility, 5 points in wits, and 3 points in empathy.
Excellent. And then under your skills, we were supposed to have only 12 to start, but since we have specialties that we've already explained, I bumped that to 14. And do you mind walking through those?
Sure. 3 points goes to close combat under the strength attribute. 1 point to ranged combat, and 2 points to stealth under agility.
Okay.
And let's see, 3 points in scout, 1 point survival, 1 point tech under the wits attribute.
Nice.
And under empathy, 3 points to leadership.
You got a lot more than me. All right. Also, one thing, we picked a talent, and you actually went from one of the 3 defaults from the book.
Right. Steady hands, which allows me to roll no stress die, or
Yep, you can disregard the 1 or the quote messing up on the stress die.
Yep.
All right, my character Earl St. Clair. Also, we are each other's anchors, but I have an NPC anchor named Mac. Did you have one?
My dog.
Your dog, Varmint, which is a German Shepherd. That's right, you'll have your German Shepherd as well. My attributes: strength 4. Agility was 5. It's the skill set where I could bump it up past the max of 4. Wits 2, empathy 2. Under the skills, 3 close combat, 1 endure, 1 force, 1 mobility, 3 ranged combat, 1 stealth, 1 scout, 1 survival, 1 manipulation, and 1 medicine, basic combat first aid. For the talent, I also picked one of the defaults under the soldier, which was suppressive fire, and its ability is that when I roll an attack, I can actually roll under that, and I can parse it out between 3 different individuals. So the idea that I could, I guess, target multiple people. As we come in, we're going to step away from the sheet. We're stepping into the Truist building. You and I have broken away. Their power is still in the city, but we know it's probably about ready to fail. We've moved to the 60th floor. We're looking for whiskey. We found some, but we also found the CEO or the CFO and Jillian, his trophy wife, his 18-year-old daughter, and his 12-year-old couch potato video playing son. They've gone there as well, thinking it would be a safer place. But we have decided to fort.
Did they go there, or they just get trapped?
I think they went there.
Trapped.
I don't know. Why would he bring his wife and his kids? I think he thought, let's go there. I don't know. We can explore that in game. Actually, we can spend some time talking to him and say, why are you here? So we have scouted this building a little bit. This is our haven. And we noticed that on the roof, it's got like a pyramid kind of style. Somebody from the C-suites had these like planters out there. There's some tomato plants. They've got a big 50-gallon or a couple of these that are catching the normal rain runoff that's up there. So there's some small water sources. There's a food court in the building. Our idea is we've bailed knowing that it's getting ready to fail. We found this group. This is going to be our ad hoc, unless you decide you want to kill them all, but you're a justice guy.
That's right. No, I'm ethical.
Right. Under the Truist building, what it asked me to do, it said, what capacity could this hold? Well, there's plenty of room. There's a map coming up showing the floor of that top level. But I didn't put in there's a housing area. I have that it could currently house 10 people. The elevation gave us a +4 for defense. It's actually hard to attack. We're all the way up to the top. And then you can add in on this. So what is in here, there are the 8 penthouse office suites, one of which is on map now. I kind of made up that there were condos that were up in the 60th floor, so living quarters. Per the map, there are 2 elevator shafts. Currently, we have power, and there are 2 stairways that go all the way from floor to 60th floor. Under stored gear, we did bring with us enough climbing rope to about, I think I had 600 feet, 600 feet, because we're doing climbing things.
That's a lot of rope.
It is. It's a lot.
That's a big spool of rope.
Heavy rope. Under the issues that we talked about was securing the stairwells, the floors, the elevator shaft, making escape routes via maybe ropes, power when it fails, we know from the show it will, future water, future food, and maybe even training these civilians we've been saddled with.
Good luck.
I know. They have a current project problem, which is if we wanted to block stairwells, if we wanted to secure other food sources, we would have to dedicate time to doing that. Oh, and here is the Howard, the CFO, Jillian, his trophy wife, Emma, the bored 18-year-old, and Noah, the video game couch player. So we've just moved in. We've just found them. I think you and I are drinking some whiskey when we realize we've kind of encroached on a family of 4, a CFO entitled family, and we're probably even a little bit scary. I picture like the CFO coming in like he owns the show in his nice Italian suit, and like his kids. I think the girl's a little intrigued by us. We're all decked out and I'm in some kind of military camo. And I think Jillian is just not wearing anything appropriate for what's going to happen. I think she's got like a fancy, dress on or something, almost like she's up for a dinner party.
She was just posting some updates to her Instagram feed.
Yeah, look at us as we survive this weird thing that the military's doing. I like it. So I know what my character would do. We're meeting. Why do I say meeting? What's with the Why do I talk?
You're trying to pronunciate.
Meeting. Yeah.
You're pronunciating for the camera.
Pronunciating. I need a little whiskey.
I think they come at us and they are relieved. They're like, oh, thank God, someone's here to save us. We are. Are you ready to roll something big?
Well, what we could do, we're using Mythic.
Okay.
Are they relieved is the way Mythic will work. We ask the question 50-50. Or do you think they're probably more likely? I like this. Somewhat likely they're relieved because we're manly men.
Right. They think we're there. We're going to save them.
Let's go with likely. 75% chance you roll. Those are percentile dice, hundreds. If we get 75 or less, they are relieved that we're there.
75 or less?
75 or less, they are. If it's above that, then they're maybe angry that we're in their place or scared of us.
Gotcha.
We'll figure that out. So first rule, keep it on the table. Oh,
90.
90. So relieved is not the reaction they have. Relieved. So we'll check. Let's go 50-50.
So they're skeptical.
Okay, could be. Skeptical, or how about scared?
Scared.
50-50. We will find out. The game will let us know what they are. So 50-50, 50 or above, yes, they're scared.
50 and below, or 49 and below, not. 30.
Got it. So 49 or 50 and below, sorry, I had that backwards. 50 and down is a yes.
Okay.
So this is,
they're scared.
Yes, they're scared.
Okay.
So the CSO or the CFO, we're clearly well armed. Okay, we've showed up there with duffels and weapons. We're
a lot of rope.
Lots of rope. Heavy weapons. and we're drinking whiskey, and we're like leaking testosterone.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, I'm picturing the CFO is almost, if he's scared, what would the CFO scared do? What would his personality, do you think he would cower, or would he try to like exert his C-sweetness like he's in control?
No, I think he'd be willing to abandon the family for self-survival. He just tries to run, leaves the family.
Got it. So as soon as they see us, like we've like taken over and owned this living space, he sees us and he bails without even checking on the family.
Yeah.
We hear like a door close and maybe footsteps.
He's like, F it.
Okay.
I ain't even hanging around.
All right. There is a possibility he will come back once.
Let's roll and see. Does he run or does he stay with the family?
Okay. You think it's probably very likely that he just bails?
I think he bails.
Okay, so 75
self-survival.
75 or less, he runs and we never see him, or maybe we see him later. 75 or less, he's gone.
Okay. 75 or less, he's gone.
Yes, very likely he's gone. Roll it up.
13. So
13, and this is an interesting chart. On this chart, you can have yes, no's. You can have extreme yeses, which is what we got. 15 or less would have been, or an extreme no. We have an extreme yes. That means not only did he bail, I think right off the bat, it means for whatever reason, he's not coming back. Or when he bailed, he said, F you, bitch, and he was out of there. It's something dramatic.
We go after? I think I have to go after him.
Really? Okay.
Because I'm ethical.
All right.
And I know what just happened.
Okay,
so I have to go stop him.
So to do that,
I have to go try to get him to come back.
Okay. To picture this, it's an extreme yes that he bails. So I think we get this. Oh! And he runs and hits the door. You hear it slam. I don't think he says FUB or anything. I think he screams.
No, he probably doesn't even cuss.
Right. I think he screams.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of release of urine.
Yeah. I was going to say poop. We smell poop in the air.
Okay. And he bails. This is extreme panic. He sees us and sees lion at the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And he hits it and he runs. Okay. And I think Jillian, who's his trophy wife, says, expected.
Yep. Yeah, she just like shaking her head.
And I think I'm like, I say good riddance, but you've already layered in that you feel obliged. What do you do?
I realize, hey, look, this guy was scared to death. We're the good guys. We're not going to hurt him.
All right. I actually said, bye.
Yeah.
So now what are you doing?
I'm like, I've got to go pursue. I've got to go try to get him to come.
I'm like, come on, Luke. Let the deer flee.
The guy's got
as
kids.
They flee.
She's got kids. The wife is here.
Okay, so
she's already attracted to you.
Okay, I like it. So my bad attitude has already warmed up to me. Let me make a note. Go ahead.
So let's roll for my chance. There's a good chance I'm going after him.
Okay.
I'd say 80% chance I'm going after him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, do it up. So roll anything above 80 means for some reason I'm able to.
You talk me out. You talk me down.
I'm like, let that dumbass go.
You're like, we got all this rope. I need you to stay.
Yeah, don't go. Rope. Come on, we're still rolling out rope. We're working on an exit strategy.
80.
80 or less. 62.
All right,
good.
so I got to go after.
All right, so you're like, I gotta go, and I'm like, whatever. All right, boom, you're gone. So now it turns into you've actually isolated yourself away from us.
Uh-huh.
You're going after him. The stairwell is
cautiously.
Yes. So you're alone. The stairwell goes all the way down. So explain what you do. You've left us. You're now in the stairwell. You can hear.
Clearing.
You don't hear him running?
I hear whimpering. I hear whimpering.
You describe. What do you got?
I hear whimpering. I'm in the stairwell. I'm moving slowly, cautiously, clearing my corners, everything as I go.
You've got an assault rifle.
Come down. I make it, let's say, 3 or 4 flights down, and he's in the corner, huddled, fetal position.
Winded. You're right. He couldn't run that far. He's not in shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And just that burst of adrenaline kicked in, and then he was done.
Got it. Okay.
And he realizes he's a baby.
And this is going to be someone that's in our haven.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to, first of all, I guess, under your empathy, you have leadership. You don't have manipulation, but it doesn't mean you can't use it. If you use it, you would just roll for the 3. If you use your leadership, you would roll 6 dice. So I guess.
I think my leadership.
Okay, so role play wise, and then you'll roll for it. Explain what you're telling him from a leadership role that's going to recover his manhood.
Did I ask? I asked the wife. I'm like, "What's his name? How long have we been married?"
Yeah. How about this? She yelled, "Howard!"
Yeah, Howard. I'm like, Howard. So I got to tell him who we are. Look, we're the good guys. I'm Scott, ex-police officer, retired. Bart's from the military. We got this place. You need to trust us. You got to come back. We're going to protect you.
I love it. There's.
You got it. Reach down there, grab those cojones. All right, man up.
What?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Got it. All right. So your roll is going to be 3 for the empathy. So we're going to give you these here. And then you've got another 3 for leadership. You're using your leadership. You've actually given him some great explanations. Now, this is where, game-wise, I think I'm going to give you a bonus 1, which isn't really part of the rules, but I loved how you explained your law enforcement. I'm military. I think that touchstone to what harkens back to civilization, I'm just saying, I think that's great. I'm throwing in a +1 just because I like it. I thought that was good. So you're going to roll these. Give them a good roll. You want to get 6s. 6s. So we're going to first see what they are. You do have an option to push, but I'll explain that later. So roll, look for 6s. I see no 6s, but I also see no 1s. So it's good that you don't have any 1s. What this means...
You want a picture of this to show?
Nope, you're fine. We just have a bunch of 4s actually and 5s. Okay, this means you're not getting through to him fully, but there's no. You can stress. You can push this and roll again.
Yeah, I've got to tell him now. Let me see the names.
Okay.
I've got to tell him how Jillian, his wife, loves him.
Got it. Okay.
And she won't be able to make it without him, and how Emma and Noah, his children, will need him in these times.
Do you want to tell him that Jillian's already eyeballing Luke?
No, I don't want to tell him that, no. Jillian loves you. She's devoted.
Okay. This is Howard. You are exactly on. This is you pushing the role. You're giving it an extra attempt at the leadership.
Yep.
Now.
And I've got to tell him, look, we got to get back because we are exposed right now, Howard. We've got to get back up. We're 3 floors down.
Got it.
My cover is in Bart. He's upstairs with your wife. You've got 5 seconds.
Got it. The way this game works, you pick up a stress die because you're pushing it a little further. You're kind of hanging your own ass out there.
Okay.
This guy's not there to protect you.
But my steady hands, I can disregard the stress.
Yes, you do have the steady hands talent, so you'll be able to disregard a 1 or a bloody hand on one of your dice. So it's really not a problem. You get to now re-roll. You've given that extra effort. It doesn't mean you're going to succeed, but the odds are with you. You should get at least 1 6, hopefully. We'll see. I see 2. Perfect. And there's 1 stress that is not one of those. So you will take 1 point of stress in your stress box. Basically, you're kind of suffering fools is the way, like, God dang, is it even worth
So
saving?
my steady hands doesn't get me out of
It would only take care of this, which is considered a mess up. So, but you're so good that if the red die does it, you're going to be good. Now, here's the other cool thing. 1 success would have been enough to gather him. You have 2 successes. So this could mean there's some bonus almost that you get out of it. You've recovered him. I think you bringing up how his family needs him, that was the kicker.
And now he's attracted to me.
Okay, hold on. I like this.
He's
not sexually, but I think he almost looks at you now like someone would have an older brother who's of a protective nature.
Sure.
I think this could be that he, in the future, you can make a note down in the notes area or on the back that Howard actually is,
yes, some trust.
Trust. I think you're going to be able to use that trust in the future. I'm going to keep this one stress die over here. Anytime you roll it, you're going to have to use it now. But yeah, you've developed a trust with Howard. So in the future, I could see like a +1 die anytime you're dealing with Howard. Probably not me.
Okay. True.
So I would imagine you've recovered him. I think you tell him, why don't you go off to the bathroom?
Clean yourself up.
Clean yourself up and rejoin us in the C-suite, in the residential area. Perfect. You wander back in. We've got Jillian there. We've got Emma there. And we've got Noah there. And I'm there.
Well, okay, so while I'm off, though, something happens between you and the wife and the kids.
Okay. Got it. Well, let's see.
They're
Is
scared.
that the case?
Right?
I love it.
Are they scared
Yes.
or not?
Well, let's do 50-50. Are they? Am I freaking them out?
What's below or up?
So 50 just means yes. 50 or less is a yes.
Yes.
We got an 89.
89.
89. So yes, when you get back there, they're a little spooked. Now the question we can ask is, how are they spooked? Under Mythic, I have action subject. I'm going to roll on both of these, and I can roll on both of them 3 times. We're supposed to use logic to figure out what this is telling us. So what I have is 28. 28 is separate, which is interesting. Of course they're spooked. They're separated from Howard, the dad. That's the action. The subject is 78. Masses. That means all of them, they're scared. They're scared with their dad bailing. They're scared about everything. We're going to go with one more, try to clarify. 99 is oppress. I don't know, maybe that's me being a dick. It's quite possible. And 89 is portals. So portals, me again overemphasizing the language, portals can just mean doors or gates. It doesn't have to mean like a space portal. This game's supposed to be able to handle everything with this system. So we have, they're separate masses. They're all scared of me, and I'm not helping. And oppress, doors or gates. Oh, I got it. Once you left, I went and threw like a deadbolt on the C-suite, like click, just because, and they're like, security. And I think they all get scared. Yeah, they all get like, oh my God, what is this ruffian getting ready to do? And I don't explain to them that it is security. You're gone. If you come back, you'll knock and I'll know it's you. I'll be like, hey, it's Luke. But when you come back, I think you try the door and it's locked. So you pick it up. The door is locked. And you're trying to get back into that residential C-suite, and the door is deadbolted.